when we 4 years ago, when we first started helping the refugees on the beaches in front of my house, we had nothing, literally nothing, and we used to get the second-hand bread from the day before from the bakeries and that to feed people, and we used to get water from the tap and things like this, and some farmers filled up tanks of water and had 1 cup so they can have a drink of water. A lot of people were dehydrated, and we just done the best we could. Clothes-wise, Philippa gave away my shoes, she gave away everything. And I was struggling myself regarding clothes. But as people got to know us, the people that came to help us on the beaches, they went back home and they got their families and their friends to send us boxes of clothes. And it just grew, and not just from England, I mean from everywhere, from Czechoslovakia, from everywhere, the clothes came in. And then the media started putting this crisis was happening, and people were getting on the internet and they were finding us, and they were saying, "How can we help you? Can I send you a doctor? We will pay the bills. Can I do this for you? Can I do that?" And it just grew from that, and we have an amazing network now. If I need, say, 1,000 Pampers for the babies, I've only have to ask, and it will come. It will come. We were lucky to have one very nice foundation come in and supported me in 2015 and still supports me today. And they set up an umbrella for us. So it's a big, it's called Prism in England, and they gave us a charity number and everything for the Hope Project. And they do all of our accounts, So if I want to buy something, I have to pay. If I want to buy benzene for the car or something, I pay, and then I send them the receipt, and they put it back in. This is how it operates. So everything's above board. Anyone can look at it. It's not. It's open to the public, so everyone knows how much we spend, where we spend it, and everything else. But the majority of stuff we do is done by people. People that's known us over the years, they trust us. They come in and help us. A lot come in and help to volunteer with us, even though we really recommend, they don't. We say to a lot of people, look, if you want to do something, and you have a small organisation or whatever, we would really appreciate it that you send 2 of your organisation with the finances. And they come here, and if we need toothpaste or shampoos, whatever, or certain clothes, or we need to do something, spend the money yourself. You go and buy it in the shops here in Greece and everything else. We do get some containers coming in all the time, but even to transport a container from England to Greece, 6,000 euros. It's a lot of money. 6,000 euros in the local Chinese shop, I can buy a lot of shoes, I can buy a lot of clothes. So we ask people to use their common sense, and a lot of people do. So what they do a collection, or they do a music night, or they do some function or something, and they raise money, and they bring it themselves, and they will go and buy the stuff we need and everything else. And this is fantastic. It is really, because the people on the island, they put up with a lot. They deserve to have something, and spending the money in their shops and stuff is a good way of giving them a little thank you back. It's a fantastic way of doing it. So, we really appreciate people doing that. I mean, we have the Prism account. A lot of people put money into the Prism account, and that's overlooked by the Charities Commission. So they're constantly querying stupid things, Like it was so muddy out there because of all the rain we had in the winter. We got one of the other warehouses further down, and because we tried to work very well with the Greek people here. And he came and said, we'd like to try and clean up outside the warehouses. So he got some people in, they cleaned it all up, and I said, how much? And he said, well, it cost you 150 euros. Not a lot of money, but straight away, bang, lights went, where did you spend this 150 euros? And we said, cleaning outside and everything. We have photographs, we have a receipt from the JCB driver and everything else that was out there. But that's nice that they're picking up on little things. And it's nice for me to see they're picking up. One day, we give some families, we say to them, go to Lidl's, buy yourself a chicken, tuna, tins of tuna, especially the new arrivals that come in. and they don't have much, or go and buy some washing powder for yourself. Just give us the receipt. You know, we give you the money, but bring the receipt back to us. And one day we done this, and someone bought 1 can of beer. You know, and the receipts we go through all the time by the hundreds. I mean, literally every day, you know, because we're buying food every day, we've got bills coming in every day, we're doing a tremendous amount of different things every day, so we get a lot. Of course, it just bypassed us. We just put the receipt through and everything else, and in prison, sort of, bang, why are you buying beer? We don't do this, you know. It's just 1 can. And we explained it to them, and they laughed and said, we understand, but we will take it off, you know. And we said, okay, we pay for it, there's no problem. So it's good to have these. This is how it should be. Everything should be open. Everything should be legal. You have a lot of these NGOs have 4 or 5 bank accounts. A lot of them have their own bank accounts involved. They don't. Nothing goes through something like PRISM. You know, they just put everything into that. And this is wrong. No one should be using their own bank accounts. If you're running an NGO or something like that, it should be all in that name of that NGO and everything else. And everything should be open. You know, we have these people come. They do these bank accounts, and they say to us, "Why should you know?" You know. If you're helping refugees, what are you scared of? You open everything up, let people see what you're spending, let people see what you're doing. Yeah? So there's nothing hidden. There's no reason to hide anything. You're just here with a big heart helping people. So why is all this secrecy going on? Yeah? So there shouldn't be.
Thank you very much.